Hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks for coming to my birthday hangout. It's my Veve birthday. It's 1 year ago that I joined the Veve app and I'm super excited about it. It's been a crazy year and I'm going to talk about my year right here with you guys and share some fun and stuff like that. Maybe even do a couple of birthday yearly giveaways for you guys for being so supportive on my channel and coming out here along my journey on Veve. And it's been quite the amazing journey for me. I can't even begin to tell you what this past year has actually been like for me. It's been really crazy. I mean, from where I was at this point in 2021, when I first downloaded the app, I first found out about it and downloaded it and decided, oh, let's check this thing out. Let's check this little, Veve, you know, like app out or whatever it is, right? Let's see what's going on with that. And my buddy there, my good buddy QB Beats, who's in the town with me that I'm in. We work together in graphic design and everything. He told me about the Veve app. He said to me, he said, "Hey, have you seen the comic books on this app called Veve?" And I was like, "No, no, I actually have not seen the comic books on this app called Veve. I don't even know what Veve is." And so he said to me, no, you got to check out this app. Go and download it. It's got all the stuff you like, it's got everything you want. And I'm like, okay, well, I decided I would check it out, right? I'd check it out and go see what this app was all about. So I downloaded the app, and that was I looked around for a bit, and the first drop that came up, that I went for, was right here. This was the first drop I ever went for on October the 21st. And I actually got one. I landed this comic book right here, the Ben Reilly. And if you notice, I put out a Ben Reilly video just yesterday, just talking about the forgotten Spider-Man and all that stuff. If you want to watch that, you can. But 1 year ago, this comic came out on the 21st, and this is the first one. And this is the first drop I ever went for. And I just missed Miles Morales. It was like the day before. And I got it. I landed one and I was like, "Oh wow, this is cool. This is like the coolest thing ever." I got this comic book, so then like that kind of got me in and hooked. And then, a short period after that, I started to make a video or two. Just because I saw that Spider-Man was on the app and I had to talk about it to someone. So, this has been crazy, right? This is like a whole year, going through the whole thing. And that was the first thing I ever landed, so that's going to be fun. So what I'm going to do today, just for you guys, is to celebrate my 1 year and to signify the 1 year of me giving this me landing this comic book is my first ever drop. And the fact that I did a video yesterday on this comic and Ben Reilly coming to the MCU in the Miles Morales movie, I'm gonna floor 3 of these comics for you guys today for $2. And the $2 is my second year. That's my second year. So I will tell you when. I will floor them at certain points during the show, and then you can go after them in the market and you guys can get them. If we had transfers, I would transfer these to you, no problem. I'd just pick a winner and transfer it over. But we can't do that, because those transfers aren't here yet. So I will just put it in the market for like $2 to do the 2-year thing because it's my second year. And then you guys can go after it and grab it. That'll be better, right? So I'll do that at a certain point. And then you guys can you can relive my drop day, and somebody in the chat will be able to snipe it, right? So that'd be really cool. So, so anyway, I'll get to the chat and I'll say hi to everybody. I really appreciate you coming if you're coming here to hang out. I want to go through a little bit of my year and with you guys today before I get to the chat, just to kind of review some stuff. And if you know my channel, you know that I do, roster reviews where I review my roster every month. And I didn't do one last month, but I'm going to show you my updated one this month. And it's kind of like my updated, like where my account is sitting at 1 year in the app, right? And I got to tell you, it's not as pretty as it used to be. It's not as pretty, but I'm still here and I still believe in Veve big time. And I switched my focus. So I'll talk about that. And I'm going to talk about my top 3 highlights of the year that I had, like being in Veve all this one whole year. And then I'm going to talk about just some of my favorite moments that I've had, and not just like drops or something, just favorite things that have happened. So we'll get into that right now too. So let's do this. So I will talk about quickly my strategies that I had throughout the entire year. These were my strategies, and I'm the one on the bottom is my latest strategy that I'm really focused on. But basically, my Veve strategies over the course of my time here. In the beginning, there was no clear focus for me. If you can see right here, no clear focus because I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, we were all in here, like I joined it in October, like I said, 1 year ago. Exactly. And, I was just like experiencing the app, and the golden moments came out, and that was fantastic. And I went for those. And I'm going to talk about those in a second because that's one of my top moments. And, I was just collecting what I thought was right and doing kind of stuff like that. And then we hit January and the big, huge stuff. And I didn't have a clear focus. I was just trying to go after important stuff, but I wasn't landing very many drops, because that's the way it is in Veve back in those days, right? And oh, by the way, I landed the drop today to celebrate my birthday. I got the comic book today. I got a common, so I'm pretty happy about that. So let me know in the chat if you got one today. The Hobgoblin. So I snagged one of those. I landed a super limited drop today. So I'm excited. That was a great birthday present. So thank you, Veve gods, for that. Anyway, so I didn't have a clear focus in the beginning, and then over time I've developed into my secret rare comic book focus. That was my big focus in the springtime of just this year. And I started to go heavy into the secret rare comic books. And that was like my main thing, is get as many as you can. And I got up to, I think, 37 secret rare comics. And that was great. I was really hammering and selling my stuff that I had before that I was kind of like just aimlessly sort of focusing on in the app, not really sure what I was doing. But I came to this conclusion: the secret rares were the best. And, I still believe that for sure, right? But something else happened since then that's made me change. And then right during that time as well, my focus was also became stacking Silver Age, comic books in the app. So I started doing that around May. I was stacking Silver Age, when all those great comics came out in May. If you remember, that month is probably the greatest month we've ever had in Veve, aside from August of 2021 and November of 2021. That's the Golden Moment month and the Marvel Comic Original month. But May, we had like Avengers 4, and we had like, Doctor Strange, and we had Nick Fury, and we had like all these, we had Thor, we had like, we had, Darth Vader. I mean, it was a crazy month. So I was stacking up those, and I had my secret rares and my Silver Age stacks, and that was really great. And then Amazing Fantasy came to the app, and you all know about that. And I'll talk about the moment because it was announced here on the channel, which was crazy. And so my focus has now been switched to Amazing Fantasy mostly. And it's dwindled down my secret rares and my Silver Age stacks, which I am now just starting literally to build back up because it ate them all, right? So those are my strategies I've had over the course of the year. So I thought I'd share that with you. And that's sort of where I'm going right now, is with the Amazing Fantasy. And now I'm just building back up. My focuses haven't changed. I just prioritized Amazing Fantasy a bit. But anyway, those are my strategies. So that was my first drop ever landed. So now, in the course of the year, I have never landed a secret rare comic book. And I thought maybe today could be the day, but I did, because I landed the comic, the Hobgoblin comic, the Amazing Spider-Man comic. And I was like, oh, I got one. And maybe I'll get the secret rare, but no, it came in a common, but that's okay. I'm happy, whatever. But I still have not landed a secret rare comic book ever in my entire time here on Veve. So one day I hope it'll come for me, but I'm still super stoked and happy. These are my best drops ever that you see over here that I've ever landed on this app. I landed ultra rare Vader. I landed secret rare Thor. I landed, C-3PO and R2, and I landed Boba Fett. And even though Boba Fett is taking an absolute beating right now, he's still one of my best drops. Me personally, I landed the ultra rare, so that's great. And the only one I sold, I did sell Thor, to go after those comics and everything. But every one of the rest of them I've kept from drop day. So I'm pretty proud of that because I'm a Star Wars guy. If I land these on the drop, I'm going to keep them. So those are my best drops I've ever landed. Now I'm going to talk a little bit here about my actual, value of my vault over the course of my entire year being here in the app. Okay. So this is what I do. I do roster review videos once a month, but I didn't do one in September because It's the same thing that happened to me in April. I switched my, focus to secret rares in April. So I had a month where I was like literally revamping my entire collection. And similar is what happened in September as I was going into Amazing Fantasy. So I didn't do a roster review there, but I'm doing one now. But this was December. This was the first time in December last year that I did a review, and I did a little video on it. And at that particular time, you can see that my gains were 6,400 gems at that time. Okay, this is my total purchase price of stuff I had bought, how much it was worth, and the market value. So I was up 6,500 bucks in the first month, and Veve was just killing it for me. I couldn't believe what was going on. So that was great. And then, of course, the next month was the big one that we all had, January. And look at this right here. My purchase price was $8,800. So in 2 months, I put in almost $9,000 in the app because I was all in. And my market value was $37,000. I was like, this is going to the moon. Look at this. My gains were $28,000 in January. And if I would have just sold everything then, I would have just rebought. So I wouldn't have realized those gains because we couldn't cash out. So I would have just rebought everything. That's what people did, right? So this is my January, and I started to calculate some master collector points down here. I had about, because the article came out. So I started to kind of loosely do that. But that was crazy, right? And then the very next month in February, my gains dropped down to 8,000 because that's when the market started to fall out a little bit. And you can see that my purchase price had went up of everything that I owned at that time. And then my value was I was still doing quite good. I was still up from December. But this is when things started to happen in the market, and I could not get a drop to save my life. I could not, ever since I went from Invisible Woman for 3 months, I didn't land a single drop in this app, not one single drop. Okay. Comic, collectible, anything, but I still held strong. And this was right around the time that my channel started to grow as I started to talk about stuff a lot, so thank you everybody for joining me around that time in January, February is when people started to really jump in. I think it's, obviously because the app was exploding in January. So we got lots of attention. And that's when it really became quite fun too. And anyway, so I did the market review there and you can see I was down a bit. And then we got to March. And you can see that, my vault value, actually, my gains were just about the same. Nothing totally went crazy. I did a little bit more changing and stuff like there, for sure. But my gains were about 6,400 in March of last year. So that was, it was close to the same, right? And I had gems there. Look, I had those 2,000 gems. I said, I'm gonna save these for big drops. And then, of course, Darth Vader came out soon enough. And I started to go into secret rares. So then in April, I didn't do one because I was going into secret rares and changing my collection. So by the time I got to May, what happens is when you change your focus, you do lose those gains because you purchase stuff. And because you just purchase stuff, it's not worth more than you just purchased. So your gains come all the way back down. You kind of start over in a way. And so you can see in May with my secret rare collections that I was doing, I was focusing on the time, my vault value, my gains were only about 2,600, even though I had made some nice purchases and switched over for long-term things that I think were going to be great. So that was May. And then Darth Vader and all that stuff came out and that was great. And then June, I had a nice resurgence. You can see I went from about 2,000 up to about 6,000 in gains in June because of Vader and my comic books that I bought. I bought lots of Silver Age. And I was stacking them up, doing really well. And, my vault value I thought I was doing quite good at the time, but all those gems that I had saved, the 2,000, they were gone. They were all in the app. So that's sort of how it went for my, in June. And then, in July, this is July. So this is kind of like beginning of July. That's what this one is. It's like beginning. So it's like June, July. So this is sort of when I did this one, right? So then my next one was August. Okay, in August, everything started to tank, right? Because Amazing Fantasy came out. And so I was really worried that my vault value for the first time ever being in the app was going to be under, worth less than I paid for. And you can see I got close here, about 1,500, is what my gains were, at that time. Right. So I was like, whoa, right. This is nuts. I was really close, but I kept the streak. I kept the streak alive of being in the green. And I made a big deal in the video about it, how I was really sweating about it, but it's okay because I'm thinking long-term. But this is when stuff started to really go down, was August. as you can see, right? So then Amazing Fantasies in the app now after this video. So I was like, I got to go all in on this comic. This is just what I wanted to do. So I've switched, my roster around. So I didn't do one in, September because I was in the middle of this transformation. And now you come to where my thing is right here. And you can see that my vault value now, and I haven't done the full breakdown yet. I will do that shortly. And I'll do another vault value, actual roster review video. But my vault value now is actually under, for the first time in the history of me being in Veve. My value of my app from what I paid for stuff is actually below what, what it's actually worth, a bit less than what I paid. And I got two major culprits that have affected me. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 3, which I purchased for $1,300. It's now worth about $5. Okay. And then Amazing Spider-Man number 50 secret rare. I've still kept those two. These are the secret rares. That one's worth about $4 or $5. I purchased that one for about $800 or $900, right? So I have a couple secret rares like that have really hurt me, right? But I also bought all these Amazing Fantasies and I switched over. So any profits that I took are now into Amazing Fantasy, and now I'm sitting on those. So this is what happened in May, right? So in April, when I switched my roster over, you saw my gains go down because it evened out because I had recent purchases, and they don't go up quick. So I have the same thing. I have Amazing Fantasy now as recent purchases, and I'm dollar cost averaging them in. But so my vault is down 1625 in terms of total purchase gems and price. So we'll see where this goes from here. But that's where I'm sitting after a year. That's my year review. So 1 year in the app, out of all the stuff I've done and all the fun I've had and everything I've gained and all the friends I've made, I'm down $1,600. Now I would have paid $1,600 to have this experience, right? And this is just in Veve. So no worries. I'm fine. I think this is, I'd rather be up $25,000 or something like that, but we'll get there, my friends. We'll get there together, right? For sure. So anyway, my top 3 moments. These are my top 3 moments in Veve. Okay. This is in Veve itself, not in the community, and not with you guys, and the members of my drop head community and all that stuff. This is just in Veve. Okay. These are my top 3 moments that I've ever had in the app. Now, my number 3 moment I ever had was when I landed R2-D2 and C3PO on the drop in the Golden Moment week, back to back. I couldn't believe it. And I still own those. I've diamond handed those. I'm never selling these guys. I landed them, in November. These are my original R2 and C3PO. I'm the only owner, and I always will be, until one day, maybe when they hit 50,000 or something, maybe then I might sell them. But they're right there in my heart because, I got these ones, like I said, on the drop, and I did it in my living room and my family was around, and I got C3PO, and I was just ecstatic to get C3PO. And then for some reason, the buy now was still around, and I was able to get R2 on the rebound, with the same phone. And I just could not believe it. It's a once in a lifetime. It was a miracle, right? Because you know what the golden moments were like. It was impossible almost, if you ever got, the app was crashing and so many people flooded in. So that's number 3 on my all-time moments in Veve for sure. And then my number 2 all-time moment that I've ever had in this app was actually landing Darth Vader's ultra rare on the drop as well. So I've never got a secret rare comic, but I can't complain because I've gotten this kind of stuff. So I got Darth Vader on the drop, and that was my number 2 moment of all time. I couldn't believe it. And what happened that day was, so Vader comes out and everyone's freaking out. And I loaded up the gems. You saw those 2,000 gems that I said that I had. Well, 1,000 of them went to Vader because what I did is I didn't get him. I got one on the drop, but I didn't know which one. I didn't even know, right? So what happened is that I purchased one. I purchased one in the store for $900 because I was like, I had to have his ultra rare. So I bought one for $900. And then in my live stream, it came out that I actually got the ultra rare. I didn't know. And so I was like, I got Vader. This is so crazy. It's such a beautiful moment. And it was so awesome for me. So anyway, I got Vader on the drop. That was great. And then I ended up, selling that other Vader, and I traded it for my Fantastic Four number 5 secret rare. So that was a great moment. So that was so that drop day gave me Fantastic Four Secret Rare #5 and Vader Ultra Rare. And so I still own this one. I haven't sold it. I'm not selling this guy. I know he's come down, but you know what? I don't care. I got him on the drop. It's my Vader. It's not yours. You will not. No one will get this from me. I'm keeping him. Okay. So that's my #2. Now, my #1 moment that I've ever had on Veve, and I got to be honest, this one was just crazy. And I still cannot believe that this actually happened on this channel. And I'm still super grateful about it. Was when Amazing Fantasy was announced right here on my channel, when Alex G dropped into my, chat and absolutely blew my head right off with this announcement. I could not believe that that happened. And I'm still in shock and awe about it for sure, because that comic book is just like absolutely massive. And that's my main focus right now. Aside from now, I'm trying to get back my stacks because I blew them all into that comic, right? And I have 15 of them, right? So I'm going to get more of them. But that was my #1 moment in Veve itself, and it was right here on the channel. You guys are right here with me. It was super fun. I mean, but I was just shocked at that. And sometimes I'll go back and watch the video on that one because, I'm still in awe of that. So that was my #1. I got to thank Alex for doing that on my channel. That was so fun. And, doing it for you guys too, because we were just having a live stream that day, and it was just a fun day. We were just doing our thing. There was nothing special about what was going on. And then suddenly he shows up and just destroys us all. It was so awesome. So that was my top 3 moments in the apps. Now, my highlights for the year, my absolute highlights, and these are the #1 things that I got to talk about with Veve right here, because this is beyond the app and beyond, going after drops and landing drops and making gains and sniping in the market and, and dollar cost averaging and like all that stuff. The collecting aspect of it is the funnest thing ever. But my Veve highlights for 1 year in the app, #1 at the top is just meeting friends. That's #1 at the top of my list. Like, just meeting all of you guys and meeting all the other like YouTubers and like people on Twitter. And, and I haven't even met people in real life yet. So Decon in Anaheim is going to be that's going to be my top at the list next year for sure. Was probably going and actually meeting everybody in person. Meeting some of you in person is going to be great. But that's #1 on my list. I couldn't believe what this app has done. It's the app is the app has done so much for me personally, but it's really just the fact that I've met all these people. And I feel like I know all of you very well, even though we've never met each other in real life, face to face. But you're all my friends, and so that's #1 for me. And the second highlight was reaching 1,000 subs on my channel. And the reason why that's significant, because it did unlock the monetization aspect of YouTube, which then through your support has allowed me to continue to do this and grow an audience and actually have a lot of fun. And actually, because, we all live in the real world. We all have to pay the rent. And so it's actually helped out a lot being able to have a channel that I can make a little bit of income on the side from my real job. That way I can keep making these vids and have tons more fun and then keep meeting new people. It's kind of I could do it without being monetized. I would continue to do it. I just wouldn't be able to do it as frequently. So that's a big thank you to everybody for that. So, and then this year, launching, this is crazy because I actually launched an NFT project, literally, and Veve is a big reason behind that. I wanted to learn how to do it. And then through the channel and through meeting friends, I was able to then make an NFT and get a community together and just learn how to do it. And it's been so fun. We just passed 400 members 2 days ago. 400 owners actually own my NFT that I created. I can't even believe it still. It's just super fun. And we're handing out rewards and having comics and Omi and all sorts of stuff. I don't even know where it's going to go. It's just going to keep going because I got my second collection coming. It's supposed to come later this week. That's when I'm going to drop it, right? And airdrop the second collection. But that's been crazy as a highlight for you. I would have never been able to do that without getting involved with Veve. It's just the whole thing is all just kind of gone on top of each other. And as you learn and you're in the NFT space, you just kind of keep going. So I launched an NFT, right? And then I opened a Discord channel. I've been in Discord a long time, in video gaming, but I opened my own channel, and that's cool. So now I have like a channel with people. We're all in there hanging out. It's super fun, for members of the channel. So that's fun. We've been doing that. That was a big thing. Now this is huge too. Collabs with legends. Okay. So I mean, like I started off, watching everybody who was on YouTube in, a year ago. I was watching Veve Vault, and I was watching Taps Trades, and I was watching NFT Pirates and Johnny Dunn, and like I saw Sleep and Comics there. I saw a few others too that that are still around. And I'm sorry if I'm not trying to forget anybody, right? But I can't remember everybody I saw, but like Chris Coffee and stuff, and everybody, right? I saw all these people, and I was just watching them, with Veve. And then I actually, it's really cool because when you actually like the first one for me was when I actually got to talk with Veve Vault, which like I remember we did like a live stream together. We like, he was so I was so lucky enough for him to actually come on my channel. Because I've been like watching his drop streams, which I still do to this day. I was watching it again this morning, right? And so early in those days, like, like here's this guy I'm like watching every day. And then suddenly he's on my channel and we're chatting. And like, that was hilarious to me. I couldn't even believe that. That was so amazing. So thanks, Vault, for being so nice, especially back in those early days, because he could have just ignored me. I'm just some tiny guy with like 1,000 subs on YouTube, and he could have been like, whatever, right? And then I got a chance to talk with like NFT Pirates. We did an interview, and I got the chance like quite recently actually to talk with Johnny Dunn. We had that interview, right? So I mean, this is crazy stuff. Sleep and Comics, I had a chance to talk to too. Recently we had a little interview too, and there's still some people I haven't had a chance to collab with, just because we've been busy and stuff or whatever. So that's like a big thing. And these are legends in the field. So I'm like, really, yeah, I'm still, guys, I have my channel, you guys, and I think I have a pretty solid channel going, but there's still the people that I watch, that I'm still, they're still there to me, right? They always will be up there. So anyway, thank those people. Now, buying Omi has been another year highlight for me. So like, when I downloaded the Veve app, I didn't own any cryptocurrency at all. And I was just at that time exploring cryptocurrency. That's one reason why I downloaded Veve. Was because, I was into NBA Top Shot, first, and then I downloaded. So I was doing that like through the summer because I'm a, big basketball fan, right? I have my Lakers collection on there. And I started getting into Omi and all that stuff. I'm sorry, into crypto in like, October, November of last year. And I didn't own, any Omi at all. I didn't even know about Omi. And like buying Omi for me up in Canada here was a bit of a, like, how do you do it? So I had to self-teach myself. So in a year, this whole year, I've learned how to like actually become quite experienced at buying and selling and investing and all that stuff in crypto. And buying Omi was one of the big ones that I got to eventually. I did Ethereum and all that stuff first, and Bitcoin and all that. And I was on the OpenSea doing NFTs there. I learned about how to do all that stuff before I created the NFT project. But buying Omi, that's another big one. That's a big highlight for me because now I have Omi and I give it out on my channel. So it's super fun, right? So Twitter Spaces is another highlight that I have that I just completely ignored Twitter for like 10 years, you guys. I have my Twitter account, and I for Mycollectables, for my toy business. And I wasn't really seeing any benefit in using Twitter. I was always on Instagram all the time selling toys and stuff like that with my shop. And so, but then I found that everybody was on Twitter. I started to pay attention, and the Twitter Spaces, where you hear, now I'm in there every day, like listening to all these great people give great advice. And so that's a really big highlight because I've learned a ton from the people in the spaces and on Twitter. And that's where a lot of the family is. That's where a lot of our Veve family is. So that's where I spend a lot of time too. When I'm working and stuff, I'll, maybe throw on a Twitter space. So that has been really quite an amazing highlight too. It's given me so much in the past, like that's about 3 months, maybe 2 to 3 months. I've only been doing that. It seems like forever, but it's only been 2 or 3 months I've been in the Twitter spaces. So that's a big highlight for my year two. Now, year two highlights coming up, DCon Anaheim. That's going to be crazy because I'll finally get a chance to meet a lot of you in person, and maybe get a chance to meet the actual owners too of Veve. I know I've met Alex a couple times on my channel. He's been like so generous to come on. But I've never spoken to Dan. I've never spoken to David. I've never spoken to Reese, or So these are people that I would love to be able to shake their hand and get to know. So at DCon, I'm hoping I'll get my chance to do that. I'm just going to go up and say hi. I mean, that's all I'm going to do. And hopefully they have a 2 minutes to spend with me, right? Because it's going to be crazy, right? And for year 2, I got my drop heads is continuing. I got my collection 2 drop in this week. Like I said, that's going to be fun. And my next little big thing is getting into spatial, because I have my spatial page, and not my page, but my account. And I have a little, environment that I'm building and stuff for my drop heads and stuff. So that's another whole thing. And I've always been on the open sea and everything like that too, right? So anyway, that's kind of the year in review for you guys. I'm going to get to the chat now and say hi to everybody. And thanks for coming to hang out. I really just appreciate you guys hanging out for sure. We got Bob Sales showing up. Happy 1 year. My favorite positive person. Now, Bob Sales, you've been calling me that for like the longest time, dude. And I really appreciate you. I just want to say that. I really appreciate all the positivity you send my way every single day. I mean, you're a legend, and you have your own channel too. So in a year from now, I want to make sure that your channel, has like, thousands of subs, and we're all like doing the same thing with you in a year. So everybody, make sure you check out Bob Sales. We can support each other and learn from each other for sure. So thank you, buddy. And Smarty Pants is in the house. Hey, happy 1 year. Yeah, I'm 1 year in, you guys. We'll see where it goes from here. We got Blinky Blink. Thanks for coming as always. Congrats with your 1 year Veve birthday. Yeah, it's 1 year. It's crazy, right? All Chat Gaming. How you doing? Good to see you today. Happy 1 year North American Broski. There you go. I'm way up here in Canada, right? Any other Canadians in the house right here? We'll get a chance to meet someday for sure. Clay, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Happy Veve birthday. We got Splint coming in the house. Happy Veve Day. It's Happy V Day. Veve Day. Is that what we call our Veve birthday? Just Veve Day? I think that could work, right? So Crypto, how you doing? Happy anniversary. Thanks so much. 1 year, if you can believe it. We got Veve Darklink in the house. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. Pasternak got the secret rare like button on the Mycollectables drop. That's hilarious. Guys, when is your Veve birthday? Let me know. And I want to know when your guys is coming up. If you just had one recently, or if it's a month ago, let us know. We'll give you your dues too. Or if it's 2 years. Todd just reached 2 years, pretty much like when my birth would like just a few days ago. Todd is at 2 years now. So I mean, if you were here like then, my God, let us know, right? We got Bruin in the house. Thank you so much. Good to see you today. We got Super Rush. My 1 year birthday is October as well. I feel like you've been here since the beginning, always watching your vids. Yeah. Well, I haven't been here since the beginning. That is for sure. There's so many legends ahead of me, right? That I was talking about, right? But if I get to my actual, I'm going to look over here on something right here, because this is something I'm going to do actually a little bit later. I'm going to go to my oldest video. Okay. And we'll have a look at one of my oldest videos today too, if you guys are cool with that. One of my first videos that I ever did. I have never watched it, and I'm going to bring it up, and it's going to be pretty fun, right? So there we go. Captain Obvious, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Happy anniversary, MC. I appreciate that. Anybody who's celebrating over a year in Veve, you've been here. You've been here a long time, right? Not a long time, but in Veve, it's a long time, right? Robbie, how you doing? Thanks so much for coming in. We got Chris in the house. Happy anniversary. Got a comment on the drop today and a rare in the market. Nice. I got the comment on the drop today too. I actually landed today. So it's like a birthday present, because I missed Amazing Fantasy on the drop because it's super limited. I missed Amazing Spider-Man 300. I didn't get one of those. Amazing Spider-Man 42 with Mary Jane. I didn't get one of those. So this is my first super limited actual comic drop. So I'm pretty happy about it with the common, it's in my vault. G Metals, how you doing? Thanks for coming in today too. I appreciate you. Matt Wood, thank you so much for popping by. Yada Dog, let's go. Thanks so much. Henry, there he is. Henry's in the house as well. Thanks, guys. Dimitri's here. How you doing, Dimitri? There you go. Oh, we got, like I said, Veve Vaults in the app, in the chat today. Thanks again, buddy. I really appreciate all you've done, man, and all you do for the community. You were the first guy I was watching back in those days. I could not miss a Veve Vault drop day. That's for sure. And then there was that one day that we actually did a collab together, and I just couldn't believe I was chatting with you, man. So, keep it going, buddy. See Rios. How you doing? Good to see you today. Awesome that you popped in. Damon, congrats, MC. You demand. Thanks, Damon. Now, Damon, I need another Captain Skepto video. Your little drop head there? I want another animated one. Can you give me one at some point? I know you're probably busy, but you got to throw one into Twitter. I got to see your Captain Skepto. He hasn't come out in a while. Or sorry, yeah, is that what we were calling him? Is it King? No, it's King, not Captain. It's King. King Skepto or Septo. I got to see him again. If you guys don't know, Damon did like this really fun. He's done a couple animations with the drop head. To me, they're hilarious, right? G Metals, how you doing? Good to see you again. Same thing happened to me. My cousin told me about it at the end of August, and I downloaded it in September. Been hooked since that time. Nice, you got in just before me. That would have been a good month to get into, September. Imagine if I got in August of last year. That would have been even better. Duck and Cover, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We got Outage. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you coming in, too. We got Verena in the house. Thanks for coming, Verena. How's your account doing? Hopefully you get your account unlocked. If anyone's watching, let's get Verena. That would be a great Veve birthday for me, is to have Verena get her account back. She's been locked out for a little bit. We're with you, though. We're with you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. C. Rios, 007 snapshot coming soon for that secret rare airdrop this week. Yeah, that's right. 007 snapshot. How many of you are actually going for the posters? Have you guys got them all? Are you going for the snapshot? That's going to be really interesting, right? There we go. Fervent defense of your character last night felt pretty good. Fervent defense of your character last night felt pretty good. What happened last night? What happened last night? Was that me? Did I defend my character? I'm not sure. But if somebody else did, that's great. I appreciate that. Alejandro, how you doing? Congrats, MC. Happy Veve Day. That's a bit hard to say, but I think it works. Duck and Cover, just finished my second Lincoln set so I can display both sides. Nicely done. You can flip them over. That's great. Yeah, that's great. Kobe Collects, how you doing? Another one of the legends I've been watching all the way back. And I know you came across my channel back in the day. You always tell it. I had like 50 people watching me, and you were one of the first. So thank you so much, Kobe, for all your support. And we love your channel. And by the way, Kobe's channel just got monetized, you guys. He just hit the plateau. So make sure head over there and let's show him some love for all the months and months of positivity and rewards and giveaways that he's been doing. It's a little thing you can do if you want. It helps out, right? I mean, like, it keeps us on the air sometimes, right? So thanks, Kobe. I appreciate you, right? Duck and Cover, hit the common, sold for 12. Nicely done. Yeah, I haven't looked at what it's worth in the market right now, but I'll have to go back and check it out because I got the common as well. So is it going for around 12 or so, or 10, or I predicted around 9 or 10 for the common. That's what I was predicting on today's comic, because I did a little prediction video. So I predicted about 9 to 10 on the common. Around 6 to 7, you could probably get it for, today. And then it's probably settling around 9 or 10, kind of like Amazing Spider-Man 42 with Mary Jane, for sure. Right. So there we go. Tom Salad, how you doing? Thanks for popping in today. Happy Veve birthday, MC, 17 days after my own birthday. Nice. So we came in very close. At what point in your Veve journey did you decide to start making your awesome content? So thank you for that. It was not awesome in the start. Actually, I can show you too, because I did like 2 early videos, and they're not actually on my channel at the moment. I probably should reload them. But my first video about 10 months ago. So we're looking at like November-ish. When we had the golden moments, right? There was just after the golden moments, he started to come back down. So I made a video about that, and I haven't watched it. So I'm going to throw it up. And then I did a video about Wonder Woman at the time, because she actually started to go up, and that was crazy. Right. So that was around early to mid-November, just after the golden moments. Just before the golden moments is when I did a first video on Spider-Man. That was the first video I ever did. But it's not up on my channel at the moment. I'll have to reload that, right? The biggest bro. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. Kobe Collects, reliving history through the MC. Sorry, yeah, I know we've all been here a while, and we could all have our own experiences, but that was mine, right? For sure, right? Victor, Texas, my birthday will be next week on the 27th. Nicely done. Make sure you tweet about it so we can give you a happy birthday. 1 year, that'll be great, right? Hinanu, how you doing? Good to see you today. Good morning, MC. Happy Veve birthday. Can't stay but have a good stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. I'm still enjoying those Hawaiian chocolates you sent over. Thank you so much. They were gone like pretty quick, but I still got one left. So I managed to hide it from my family, right? Big A, how you doing? Had the same 3 months without a single drop. Yeah, I went Invisible Woman to Toby. Now, if you guys know the app, you know that that's a long time. And when I got Toby, Toby didn't sell out. So it wasn't actually like I really got to, like a drop. But when I got Toby, it was live on a live stream because I was live streaming and then it went right to noon because we were having so much fun. And then all of a sudden the Toby drop was coming. I was like, oh, I'll go for it right here on stream. And then I landed one and I was like, I got one. I finally broke my streak. And then we realized very quickly that it wasn't selling out. So it was like fun, but hilarious, right? So, but yeah, you got stuck with it and even got both AF-15 and Miles Morales drop. You got the Miles Morales secret rare? I forgot about that. Wow, dude. That is crazy. You stick with it. You never know what can happen. Congrats, man. That is so awesome. And he's doing great right now. Chago, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Dave the Stonecutter, my birthday. It's your birthday as well, like now? Oh, your birthday was October. Oh, it was October the 5th. Okay, cool, buddy. Happy Veve, belated Veve birthday. You've been in for a bit. That's great, too. I appreciate you coming, too. That is awesome. Pure Chaos MC, gonna get a logo at Decon. No, you guys. People have been saying that to me, but I'm not banking on anything. You know, I'm just going to go there and have fun and see what happens, you guys. You know, I am not asking for anything, that's for sure. But I appreciate your thoughts, man. Mr. Tong, man. Happy Veve birthday, MC. Mine is less than 2 months. Nice. You're coming up on it. Very cool. This is going to be great. We'll have a little celebration for you too in the stream right here. Bruin 88. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride for me too. Beaten here since May 11th, 21. Vault was over 100,000. Now around 20,000. Yeah, my vault was about 30,000. Now it's just under. Like my gains were 27,000, and now they're just under. To about 1,600 under from my purchase pricing. But, you know, it's the ebb and flow of things. And we are in the barest of bear markets. So, you know, but this is what happens too. Like it happened to me in April. This is how, like, when I started to switch my focus into the secret rare comic books, you know, I had a lot of purchases. So like when you purchase something, it doesn't usually go up right away. Like these were supposed to be longer term purchases until Amazing Fantasy came in and changed my focus again. Because that can happen when something that big comes in. So anyway, right in April, my vault value went from about 7,000, my gains down to about 2,000 because I made these purchases. So they were all like even Steven, right? And same thing happened in September, right? But now it's gone under because there's a couple, like I said, comics that were really, really under where I paid for them. Like my Amazing Spider-Man 3 Secret Rare. I bought that for $1,300 and I've held it ever since. And it's sitting at about $500 or $600. So that's like an $800 gem loss. That's half of my losses right there. It's just on that one single comic. So, you know, it doesn't take much for it to turn around, you know, that's for sure. Right. So C-Spill, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that too. Roman's in the house. Happy Veve birthday, MC. Wishing you many, many secret rares. Yeah, me too. I hope everybody gets a secret rare once in a while. I know some people have gotten secret rare comics twice in a row. You know, I haven't even gotten one. 1 year, no secret rare comic, but that's okay. I'm not mad. I've gotten lots of other great stuff, and it's all the game. It's all the fun. And when I do hit that secret rare, because I will one day, because I go for every comic drop, eventually you'd think one day I'll land one. And who knows what it'll be. Maybe it'll be like today's would have been good to hit, right? So, you know, Captain Obvious, Ultra Rare Vader was my first secret rare drop win. There you go. Yeah, it's an ultra rare, but it's right at that level. The big level. And when I landed that one, that was huge for me. And I still own it. Same with my R2 and C3PO. I still own those. Those are not going anywhere, right? For sure. When you land something like that, even though the prices have gone down on those, they'll have their day. It's Star Wars, right? Bruin 88. There you go. The only secret rare comic I landed was Squirrel Girl. There you go. At least you got one, right? At least you got one. Tang, how you doing? I got Vader on the drop, plus 2 rebounds, so 3 total, all common. Nicely done. It was such a great time, that Vader drop, man. Talk about the ramping up of excitement. That was crazy. Amazing Fantasy was similar, but we had more time for Vader. It's like we knew he was coming, and it just kept ramping up and is causing gem squeeze after gem squeeze. And then he came in and it was like just so powerful. And now people have kind of forgot about him and they're like putting him over to the side, but I'm not. I'm keeping him. And One Kenobi, how you doing? Thanks for coming today. Richard, that was a cool moment. Yeah. If you're talking about my Amazing Fantasy moment, that was nuts, man. That was my top 3 moment. My number 1 moment, I think, so far on this channel. So that was really cool. Bruin 88. Yeah, I was lucky on the Vader drop. Landed 2 ultra rares. You landed 2 ultra rares. I love hearing about our best experiences on the app. You know, we also have our major losses on the app too, our worst moments, you know, when we sold something, or when then it went skyrocketed right up, or we bought something too high and it went down low. These are all part of the journey and the experience, you guys, and we learn from everything we do, right? And we learn here on the channel. All Chat Gaming coming in with the flames today. There you go. And One Kenobi, I would have loved hearing golden moments were ending. They can't be diluted anymore. This is it. Yeah, the fact that we have no more golden moments is really important. Over time, that's really going to start to, like, you know, that's really important. There's none. That's it. We'll see what else they give us. If they give us platinum moments, that'll be interesting, but we'll see what happens. But no more golden. So that's true. Delilah, thanks for coming in the chat today. I appreciate you. Good morning, MC, and happy Veve birthday. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for popping in. I love it. I love it. You guys are the best. Got to get out to Hawaii one day. You know, that's what we got to do. I was there one time in Maui years ago for my honeymoon. So I'll have to definitely try to get back. Yeah, I would like to meet Mike. I'd like to meet you too, Bruin. Hopefully in Anaheim, we'll get a chance to be. Are you going to Anaheim? You know, I'll be there. We'll be hanging out. We'll all be hanging out. The whole fam together. Veve is like a big, giant family, guys. We'll be hanging out. Let's go. There we go. Kobe. Crazy Dave's a member of the channel. Thanks for joining, Crazy. Now DM me, if you haven't already, DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll get you the link to the Discord server if you're not in there. And I'll get you your free drop head NFT if we haven't given you one already. But, like, you know, just DM me and we'll hook you up. Thanks, buddy. That's all it takes. You join the channel, you get the membership. It's great. Veve Vault coming in with the flames again. Clay, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Happy Veve birthday, MC. Hope you get that secret rare comic soon. Yeah, I'll try, man. I'll try. I'm go for every single Veve comic that comes out. I go for every drop, regardless of if it's like a so-called great comic or not good comic. Because, you know, it's easy. If you get a secret rare, you're great. If you get an ultra rare, you're great. And the chances are usually really good, right? So, Veve Vault, LOL, thanks for inviting me on, MC. Yeah, that was fun, man. I really appreciated that you came on. We had some fun that day. You know, I really appreciated that day. That was super fun for me. Big moment for me, man, for sure, right? Yeah, there's great Captain Obvious. There's great people in this community. Yeah, there are great people all over this community. And these are the people you want to hang out with for sure. Swamp Rat, thanks for coming in for the happy Veve birthday. I appreciate that. Victor, I've poured 20K in Veve for 1 year, and your birthday is next week on the 26th. Yeah, there you go, man. Well, you know, I put in probably close to that same amount. I have to look at how much I've actually put in. It'll be really interesting. I'll have to do a real breakdown, like a crazy breakdown, right? For sure. Delilah with the super chat. Thanks. I appreciate you. Thanks again. I really appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Bob Sales. Sorry, I'm not watching right now. Need to tidy the house today, but I will watch later. Congrats in the next year, in the next 10 years, in the next 100 million subs. Yeah. Thanks, Bob Sales. Have fun. Sometimes you got to get down to business. You got to do your like chores. You got to do your, you got to clean up sometimes, you know? So I appreciate you coming by, even just for a little bit, for sure. We'll be over on your channel, checking out your vids too. Flox in the house. How you doing? Happy 1 year Veve birthday. Happier 2 years. Yeah, this second year, I'm really excited about Veve second year for sure. And it's funny because it's like starting from like a point, you know, like we're starting from like, it's almost like if you've been here a long time, it's almost like a reset point because I'm able to go in and get stuff that I wasn't able to get before because they were all overpriced. And so now I have an opportunity in the early stages of my second year in Veve to maybe acquire some stuff that I just couldn't get last year, my first year. I couldn't get a secret rare Spider-Man. There was no chance. Like, I couldn't get a partner statue. I managed to get my Todd this year. I paid $2,000 for it, and I'm super happy. I still got that one. So I got my Todd. That was like my number one focus of the year for the Grails, was to somehow acquire the Todd. And he came down to 2,000 in like May or something like that. I can't remember the day I got him, and I managed to get him. And, then he went back up to 3,000 for a while, and I still got the same one. I haven't sold it, and I locked him in the vault. So this year coming up, if I can get to those higher levels, I mean, the AF-15 Secret Rare is my number one all-time goal. That's my goal. And I'm trying to work on a deal where I might be able to get that, by doing toy sales. We'll see how it goes, though. It's tough. It's tough to sell stuff in the physical world, you guys, of any value. I mean, if you get it, that's why Veve is so great. If you need to move something, if you price it right, it will, generally speaking, it will move. And now we have payout, cash out for most people. I haven't tried to cash out yet, but I'm sure hopefully it'll work. But, this is why, like, I'm transferring things over. So we'll see. But this is this year in the early stages of year 2 for me, and leading into like the new year. These are opportunities that I just never had. And we all never had before. Some people did. Some people had these opportunities early on, like, with some of the bigger grails. But like, I haven't, and who knows what's coming, right? I mean, you could just hit one drop coming up on some big item they add in, and it can really change everything for you. If you hit that secret rare Amazing Fantasy, I mean, your vault was like set, right? You're great, for sure, right? Bob Sales, I appreciate, mate. That literally just, I appreciate that. I literally just wrote what you said before you said it. I'm nearly at 100 subs finally, and as soon as I get there, I can try some more lives. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So let's sub Bob Sales so we can get him some lives, because you have to, there's little barriers that YouTube puts in front of you where you can't do live streaming or something, I guess, until you reach 100 subs or something. And then when you do live streams, it's just another place for us to hang out, really good info, and it gets people more information, right? So Meta Money, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you for sure. Thanks for joining up. That's awesome. Good to see you today. Olex is in the house. How you doing? Thanks for coming. Colby Collects, let's go. I've been waiting for this video. Used to watch it all the time and show people before it was delisted. Check out this collector's take on Veve. Oh, my original video. Yeah, I don't have that one to show you today. I have to re-upload that one, because that one, I actually removed that one a long time ago because it was so bad. I couldn't have it. So I have to reload that one. But I got another earlier one that I'll throw on just for fun, right? The Beast Show. Happy first anniversary, Mycollectables. You rock. Thank you so much. You guys rock. I appreciate that. Robert. Hey, MC. Happy V-Day. One of my favorite Veve channels, and the positivity is contagious. Thanks, Robert. I really appreciate that. We're just trying to have a good time, make some good moves, make some money if we can, but, really just have an awesome time for sure. That's what we're all about. That's what we try to be about over here. Kurt, happy Veve birthday, MC. Here's to many more to come. Thank you so much. I hope so. I'll be here as long as the app is here and we're all here. I'll be here. That's for sure. I'll be making vids. We'll be going after drops, and it's only going to get bigger, in my opinion. I know market stuff is down right now, and the deals are like, some stuff is falling even further as some of the things are separating each other, right? Like some grails are starting to separate now. It's almost like the people are just focusing on those things, which I've made many videos on, focus on the grails. I've always said that. And I've made videos literally about that, right? So Smarty Pants, my year will be November the 8th. There you go. I hit one uncommon on the drop today. Nice. It was actually the first 3-digit comic drop I've hit, which was nice. A number 657. Congratulations to getting a 3-digit is awesome, Smarty Pants. That's great. Mr. Tong, man, thanks for the super chat. Happy Veve birthday. Will you be streaming at DCon? Have a fun meeting with everyone and the team. I will be looking to do some streaming at DCon to get you guys to show what's going on there. Don't you worry. And thank you so much, Mr. Tongman. I really appreciate that super chat for sure. I'll do my best to stream there for sure, right? So Vault doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Yeah, Vault's got a great channel over there. From the start, that's who I was watching, you guys. You know what I mean? You know, if nobody else was making videos about YouTube, about Veve, I wouldn't have been making videos about Veve. Watching all those guys in Vault and stuff in those beginning gave me like a little bit of an oomph to say, well, I want to talk about Veve. I got some stuff to say. So I made a video. I had a channel already. My channel was around for a while, but it was all video game like clips from this Star Wars mobile game that I was playing for like about 5 years. And I was just posting video game clips to my YouTube channel. You know, I wasn't speaking, I wasn't on camera at all. And I would share those clips of battles and stuff in the game, you know, for like sort of educational purposes to the Discord group that I was in. It was a Discord group. And we were all into the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game, which, you know, I only stopped playing recently, but I played for about 5 years. And so I would post like, you know, videos of that, and I would make the graphics look good on the cover and very similar to the graphics you see here. And then that I do on my videos now. And that's all I did with the channel. So, you know, but once Veve came along, I decided to come out from behind the cover and actually talk about Veve because I had no one to talk to. That's just the truth of it, you guys. I didn't start out to make a YouTube channel as a business or something. I just didn't have anyone to talk to about Veve, except for my one friend in Nanaimo who, like, you know, gave me told me about the app. You know, we chatted here and there, but we were busy with work too. So I just wanted to share my thoughts about what was going on because I saw other people doing it too. And here we are. Congrats on the Veveversary. You deserve a gold card. We all do. Anybody who's here deserves it. Deserves getting one of those. That's for sure. If you're here long term and you're holding and you believe in the app, we all deserve it. You know, not everyone's going to get it, but that's okay. That's okay. Even if I did get one, it would just be in the vault anyway. You know, I put the card behind my wall. That's for damn sure. Howard, happy Veve birthday. Keep the positivity going. Let's all hope we're in profit on your second birthday. Yeah, I know, right? This is the first month that I'm not in profit. So, you know, and I just revamped my whole collection. Really amazing fantasy focus. So I have recent purchases on those. So of course they haven't skyrocketed yet or anything. They're right where I purchased them, and I've actually dollar cost averaged, and I've purchased some that I've gone up from where I purchased them, like around 250 for the uncommons. You know, I purchased commons at around 300 or so of the amazing fantasy, and so like they're all sort of in there in that mix. So what happens in that is when you make purchases, they're not all going up. The only one that I made recently that's went up is Miles Morales' ultra rare. I went to that one, but I took a bit of a loss because I had to sell the rare to do it. I went after the rare first, and then I had to sell the rare. I had a little bit of a loss and a couple other things to get to the ultra rare because I felt that was the stronger piece after a couple of days, even though I love the rare and I want to have the rare in my collection as well of Miles, right? So that one's up. I bought that at about 278 or something like that, the ultra rare. I think it's like 400 and something. So that's a nice one, but it's just in my vault. Like I could sell it, but I didn't buy it to sell it. I buy Miles Morales ultra rare to keep that one. So we'll see where we go on the second birthday. Yeah, there's a cat video on my channel from 3 years ago that has nothing to do with Veve, and I just left it up because my kids like it. And it was like, Mittens is my cat. Mittens the cat was the first video. Not my first video I ever put up. I actually had like I said, all these Star Wars videos. But that's like a video I just left there because my kid said, no, don't delete it. The cat video. Space Cat. There we go. Good timing on the comments there. A mention of my cat video. And then guys, you should go watch my cat video. Check it out. Let me show you my cat video. Look at this. Here's my chat. Here's my channel. Here's my vids sorted from my oldest videos that are right there right now. There's my cat video. Mittens the cat. All she's doing is like going after a bee. There was a bee in the window, and I recorded her. I put some music behind it, and she was like, going after this bee in the window, right? So, but the oldest video I have on my channel right here is the Veve Golden Moments price drop opportunity from 10 months ago. There it is right there. It's about 12 minutes. I talk about how the prices have come down a bit from when they dropped because some of them went up quick, came back down. So even from the early days in the app, you guys, I was already watching the market for dips right after the drop because, this is how we learn, right? So how to Brain, sorry. I got restricted from the market since the Aladdin lamp. Oh, that sucks, man. It's been impossible to get support to reevaluate my case. So frustrating because it's a mistake on the security partner's behalf. That sucks, How To Brain. Just keep messaging. Just keep messaging. Just keep messaging in a respectful way, and hopefully they'll get to you. And I'm really sorry. That sucks, man. This stuff will have to get tidied up, and because there are people who have been like locked by accident, right? It's so frustrating. I can understand your frustration, man, but try to stick with it. Try to stick with it. On the other hand, keep it up, MC. Your content and vibes are amazing. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully we can like keep you going through this time, and you'll come out at the other end stronger, and you'll be able to then you'll get your app, your stuff back, and you'll be able to like get in the app even stronger. So keep sticking with it, man. That's all I can say. If that's what happened to me, I would keep messaging them all the time. If it ever does happen to me, I will just keep on doing it. I'll make some videos too. I'll tell you that much. Vault's the first channel you need around here. That's for sure. When I found Andrew, then I found you, then I found the superstars, then it spiraled. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We got Andrew's channel too. He hasn't made a vid in a bit, but I used to always watch his channel too. That's for sure. And God, I could go down the list of people that I would watch. Anybody who makes a Veve video, I'll just watch it. I'll tell you that much. And there's lots of people making vids right now that aren't getting a lot of attention, that could get more attention. We should maybe I'll do a video about that, tell you some of my favorite YouTubers that aren't getting a lot of attention right now. New NYC69, what's up? We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out on my Veve birthday. Thanks so much, C29 Rome. It's 1 year. I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby in this app, right? I mean, I'm 1 year. I'm 1 year old. I'm just starting to crawl in the Veve space here. I'm just starting to get my feet underneath me. I'm starting to wobble around as I figure out this market and I figure out what to go after. This is we all are, right? I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of like walking along. I'm like, and I'm like, I'm doing all right. Every now and again, I fall and stumble and I maybe, crack my head a bit. But, we're learning. We're so young in this, there we go. Farid, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Happy Veve birthday, MC. Was thinking about getting my first Todd. How important is this piece? Well, I think Todd is like extremely important, and he's worth about 1,100 to 1,200, and he's just kind of sitting there. And, just my opinion, but like, he's the first ever on the app and first Batman NFT in the world. And, like, I just think that was my main grail goal of all of my first year. Once I got into the app and I started to look around, I know we had partners there, and that was like, and Secret Rare Spider-Man, but those were gone, right? Like really gone. I made a couple of runs at Todd in January and February and stuff where I tried to get there and then I couldn't because he would then just go up in value. Anytime he dipped down at that time. And then eventually he came down so far, that I was able to snag him at 2,050. That's exactly what I paid for my Todd. And I was just over the moon. I made a video about it. I was just freaking out. I finally got it. So, I know he's at 1,100 to 1,200 right now, but for me, it's still just as important. And I've never sold that one I got. I'm just going to keep them. I mean, it's kind of a legacy piece. And I personally feel like if you're in this app, you should own Todd. Like if you really are serious about being in this app, if you can get there and there's no better time to get there than now. I mean, in the last 2 months, you could, I know it's 1,000. So you guys just do whatever you want. Like I always say that. This is just my opinion. But if I didn't have him yet, I would have got him by now for sure at 1,000. Just me, right? We'll see where it goes from here, but sometimes it's not all about how much he's worth at the moment. It's just about having that piece, that legacy piece that is just important to me. And for a Veve person, he's number one to me. And then of course you could say the same thing about Marvel Comics 1, first comic book on the app too, right? So, there's certain ones, right? And I think they're separating a bit. And Todd is Todd's held pretty strong compared to, Superman's dropped all the way down and Vader's dropped all the way down. And even R2 and them, the golden moments have come down and the partners has been coming down and Todd's kind of reached boom. He's 1,100 and he just kind of sits there. He doesn't seem to go any lower than that. And if he does, he gets bought immediately. So he's kind of a strong, solid one at that level. I think if you buy Todd at 1,100 or so, who knows what happens? Maybe he goes to 500 tomorrow, but I doubt it. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, they could all this stuff could go to zero, I guess. I mean, some people like to say that, but I guess it's true. But he's like, he seems to have like stopped and just kind of sits there. It's kind of like Amazing Fantasy Calm, and he seems to get to like just under 300, and boom, he kind of stops. But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Richard, Toby was my first hit on the drop, and I thought it was cool. Yeah, me too. That was the one that broke my streak, even though it didn't sell out right away. So yeah. KB Verse, it's my 1 year week this week too. Started with the Avengers logo and Iron Man. Nicely done. Congratulations on your 1 year here as well. That is awesome. We're all starting to get there. We're starting to see more anniversaries come in as this app gets longer and grows. We're coming into November. Who knows what Disney's going to do in November, because that Golden Moment week was just nuts, right? Kobe, how you doing? Thanks again for your comments. Toby was the first drop I didn't want to hit. I think it was my first ever skip. Yeah. I went for everything because I was like, well, I'm probably not going to get it anyway because I wasn't getting anything. I was getting nothing. And so the first ever skip, yeah, I went for it, got it. I was like, I got one. I finally broke my streak. And it was like, it is what it is. It's just fun. It was funny. It's a funny moment for me. It's all, if you want to watch that video, it's right around the time you'll see me react. It's actually quite funny. Poetry Delivery. Happy birthday. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks for my VV birthday. C29 Rome. I'm so amped today. I landed the drop. Common sub 2000. Nicely done. I got the common as well. I got, I think about an 8,000 mint number. So, I'll just keep that. It's just sitting in the vault, right? For sure. Yeah, you want the cat. It's the first OG video. Yeah, the cat. That's my cat video. Coming on my 1 year next month. Started with Avengers logo and Iron Man. What was your first? Yeah, my first, I showed a little bit earlier in the live stream that my first drop ever was the Ben Reilly Spider-Man comic that happened on October 21st, 2021. I actually hit that comic. I got a comment on that on my first ever drop attempt. So it hooked me right away. I was hooked. I'm like, I got a Spider-Man comic. This is awesome. Bob Sales says, they will give you one. If anything, they will or should give you one. Yeah. Well, no, I don't know, Bob Sales. We'll just, I don't want to think that way. It just is what it is. Whatever happens, I'm going down there having some fun. And, my main goal is just to meet the owners. That's it. And meet everybody else. That's all I want. If I come back from that and that's all I got, I'll be happy. Believe me, it's going to be a blast. If you can get to Anaheim, come down, you guys. Come down. Smarty Pants. My vault was around 35K something in January. Then it dropped to 4 figures. I used the period from June. So until now to accumulate, my current vault value is 140. Oh, Smarty Pants. Just think about that. Wow. Think about that in the bull run. Holy smokes, dude. That is great, Smarty Pants. Wow. You're going to be sitting pretty. Oh my gosh. That's great. 140. Jeez. Wow. Tron Skywalker. Wow, year. Congrats, MC. What's going on, fam? Same here. Vader Ultra is my only gem on a drop. Yeah. It's a good one to land, man. It is a good one to land. Womp Manus, how you doing? Happy birthday. Remember, it's my VV birthday. I started March 21st, 2021. Nice, like OG. And all the big IP was just speculation. First time I ever saw the app, it seemed very eerily familiar. Like I had already used the app. That's interesting. You felt like you were kind of like it was familiar to you. That's an interesting take on it. Yeah, you felt at home. But man, you're an OG. You're here from the start. There you go. From like, right back there. Congrats, man, for sure. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm still a baby. Jason, how you doing? You entertain me at work. Don't watch me at work. You're gonna get in trouble with your boss. Unless you're the boss. If you're the boss, great. Nobody get in trouble watching me at work. Please. Jason, you can't wait for Decon. Yeah, me too, man. Well, hopefully we'll meet up. Tron singing. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Don't ask me to sing, you guys. I am not. I don't sing. I don't sing. Tang, how you doing? Good to see you today. Happy Veve birthday, MC. We love you, buddy. Ah, thank you so much. I love you guys too. I mean, how much fun is it just to hang out and chit chat about like collectibles and comics and stuff like that? It's hilarious to me. It's super fun what we're doing. I mean, that's why I can't be upset. I mean, how could you be upset? I know, like, if stuff goes down and it's real money, but try not to put anything in that you can't afford to lose, right? And but I've been in the collectibles business for a long time, so I try to earmark just a bit that goes into it, and I like the steady, slow build, So I'll get there for sure. I'll get to 140,000 vault value one day. I'll get there. I'm on my way. I have to transfer more physicals into digital. That's where I'm kind of stuck right here, unless I want to put more cash in, which I don't really want to, not because I don't want to put cash in. I just would rather take some of the stuff I have that I've already accumulated value in the physical world and just move it, take those profits and move them into Veve. That's what I'm trying to do. Cool Mo, how you doing? Went for the Vader drop and got an uncommon. Immediately went to the secondary and got one of the first ones put on for 685. Nice snipe. Getting one at that price was almost impossible that day. Remember? So good job on that, Cool Mo. Everyone else was going for rebounds, bought another for 2,000 and dollar cost averaged it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I got my Vader for 80 gems. But I bought my second one for 900, but I'd sold it. So, but Vader's been very good to me because I've just held him, right? So, but yeah, you got, getting in at 2,000, that was a good idea at certain times, depending on if you sold or not. But just having him long-term is smart. Sup? How you doing, Smart Buy? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Mentioning Toby, FYI, Gary Baseman is be at our brick that just dropped with a limited edition print of Blackie. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. Is that on Twitter? Is that on Twitter? I'll check that out for sure. Thanks for the info. Thanks for the Alpha Bruin. That's awesome. Bob Sales, I've been leaving the house work all week. I've been glued to Veve. I know sometimes we just got to clean up. You couldn't buy a Secret Rares for 50 to 100 gems last year. No, you could not. You could not get a Secret Rare comic book for 50 gems, you guys. These times are golden. I know we have a lot of stuff on the app, but these times are golden. It's crazy, right? Just NFT and B. Happy Veve birthday from Just NFT and B. And Jules13. Hey, thanks, you guys. Thanks, Jules13. Appreciate you guys all the time for coming in here. It's awesome. It's awesome. Colby collects. Vault brings so much entertainment to Veve. I wouldn't have been at tons of drops if it wasn't for Vault. Yeah, I could literally not miss his drops. And I was there again today. I don't always comment, but I'm usually always there. Unless I'm driving my kids to school or something. It's just the place to be, you guys. Johnny Dunn does his live stream drops too. You got to make sure you kind of flip back and forth. And if Taps ever does one or someone else, I flip through, I flip around, get everybody's take. That's what it's all about. Hinanu, what are you doing with the birthday gift? You already sent me chocolates from Hawaii. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. I got to send you another care package here. I got to send you some Canadian maple syrup. That's what you need up there. That's what you need in Hawaii. You need some Canadian maple syrup. I won't send you bacon. I don't think it'll make it. I don't think you want bacon that's gone through the post office. Maybe some like other stuff too. But thanks. But I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, you guys. I mean, we got to get guys. Are you guys not following Hinano on Twitter? I mean, the guy's doing giveaways on comics and stuff. Him and Delilah, you guys got to get on that. Make sure you're following on him on Twitter. On Oxide, how you doing? Just stop by to say happy V-Day, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate it. When's your birthday, you guys? Let us know when your Veve birthday is. Jay Blaze, what's the date for Decon? So it's the 17th. Sorry, it's the 18th and 19th of November. I'm flying in on the 17th and leaving on the Monday. So that's, that's where we're at right here. Hey, guys, check it out. Look at this. Superstar Money just gifted 5 memberships. 5 memberships, you guys. Go grab those memberships. Thanks, Superstar Money. Give a big shout out to the Superstar Money boys. Just killing it in the app right now, doing so much awesome stuff. They just gave you 5. So claim them, you guys. Thanks, you guys. Really appreciate it. I love that gift. I'm gonna have to pop over and do the same thing for you guys over there for sure. You guys, your guys' channel is gonna be 10K by the end of the year, man. By the end of next year, you guys will be 10K. I mean, just think when all the people come into the app, you guys. So thanks, you guys. I really appreciate that. And guys, jump on those memberships. It gets you drop head NFTs. If you don't have a membership, it gets you a drop head NFT, gets you into the rewards. And we do comic book and in Omi rewards every week. And I have a collection too coming up. So that membership is more than just being a member. It's only $1 a month if you want to buy one, a membership, but it gets you in. So like, very nicely done, Superstar guys. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Tito, there you go. Happy Veve birthday. We'll be here in 10. I'll be here in 10 years. No one might be listening, but I'll be here. Robert just subbed Bob Sales. Yeah, go and sub Bob Sales. Let's get him over that 100 and more. Let's get some live streams, let's go. Let's support each other, you guys. It's the only way we grow is if we support each other. Right? Same here. I know one person on Veve. Yeah. There you go. Crazy Dave, my favorite Veve experience. Okay. Landed a common Vader number 55. Nice. Sold it for 1,800, then bought the secret rare Vader for 1,000. There you go, man. Number 55. Wow. That is a great experience because then you had gems on top and low mint hunters, they love it. They want that. I don't collect low mints. So, you put it in the market, you give someone an opportunity to get a really low number. That's a great day right there. That is a great day. Smart buy. MC, I have a request next time you get to talk to Alex, Reese, or David, or anyone. Can you please tell them the Asians are really not able to secure big and most important drops like AF15, MM, like Miles Morales, and not even one person. That is interesting. So like, you think it's like a regional thing that's happening where you're not able to get the drops? That is interesting. Yeah, well, I'll mention it. You can always tweet at them respectfully too, right? But, maybe that's a good question to ask about regional stuff. I haven't talked to Reese, David, or Dan before. That's probably not the first thing I'm going to say to them. But, in conversation, yeah, I'll we'll mention it for sure. But that's really interesting. Now, just so you know, I don't land a lot of these drops too, and I'm in Canada. So maybe there's something going on in Canada. Maybe the Canadians are locked. Are we locked out? I know HRO has got us locked out. But yeah, we'll see. It's interesting how this develops. That so in Asia, it's like there's difficulty getting drops. Hey, interesting. We can raise the issue. Yeah, we can bring it up and talk about it. We'll ask and see what they say. Maybe it's just some sort of weird thing. I mean, I don't know, right? But up in Canada here, remember, I went 3 months with nothing, like nothing. And I just got today's drop, but I didn't get Amazing Fantasy, Miles Morales, Amazing Spider-Man 300. I did get Vader though. I did get R2 and C-3PO. So it's really interesting, right? Yes, do the cat video. Okay, you guys want the cat video? Here's the cat video, you guys. Hold on a second. There's the cat video coming up. Get ready for the cat video, guys. This was uploaded 3 years ago. It's my cat. Can you guys hear that? That's Mittens the cat, you guys. That's my cat. Look at her battle. She's battling that wasp. Be careful. Watch out. People tuning in right now are like, what is going on MC's channel? Look at the wasp. Watch out. Be careful, Mittens. Don't do it. There you go, guys. There's the cat video. That's my oldest video. It's not Veve related. It was way before, obviously. I just thought I'd throw it up there for fun. Thanks, Smart Pie. I appreciate you. We'll definitely bring that up and ask. It's something we can bring up a lot more in the spaces too, right? Yeah, the dog. Thank you so much. When MC Dino Rob Stuff and Veve Vibes reunion. Yeah, we had that crew going for a while. Thanks for the super chat too. I really appreciate you, Yada Dog. That's really nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had that crew going for a while. We had that Dino Rob Stuff, Vibes, and me. And the four of us always seem to kind of be on at the same time. So we'll definitely be doing more of that. I know Rob is like still recovering from his knee surgery. By the way, Rob's stuff, just so you guys know, he started a new channel that's like Pokemon focused as well. So you guys want to head over to Rob Stuff's channel and sub his new channel because he's got like Pokemon focus, which is really cool. And if it comes to Veve, like, you know, I mean, Rob Stuff knows his Pokemon, man. He's been selling Pokemon like for years. So like he knows, he plays like Pokemon Go there. I was watching him last night. It was fun. We were hanging out a bit. Of course, Dino's been on the channel a decent amount. I know that Vibes has been working a lot lately, so I'm sure we'll see a resurgence of Vibes coming on. But the four of us together is always super fun times for me, hanging out mostly on Rob's channel, to be honest. It was mostly on Rob Stuff's channel. You know, he would just invite anybody who wants to come in. So he would pop in and we'd all shoot the shit and stuff. It was super fun. So we'll be doing that, of course. And Rob's recovering a bit, but he's getting stronger every day. And hopefully he comes to Decon. I know it might be hard because his knee, like, man, he busted his knee, guys, bad. So make sure you go over and support him during this time. The well wishes mean a lot, for sure, right? So we'll do it again. But thanks, Yada Dog. Appreciate that. C29 Rome, thanks for all the 411 on the Web of Spider-Man coming to the MCU. Just grab the floor of Web 118. Look forward to reading it. Yeah, there you go, right? Yeah, no, that, like, he's Ben Reilly now. He's not, the storyline hasn't been that popular in the past, but we got new writers and they're going to bring him into the Miles Morales movie. Ben Reilly, he's going to be in that movie. He's literally on the box. Like, there's if you watch the video I just did about it, there's like a Trouble like board game, and he's in there like with his outfit from the app and with the other people that are in the second movie that was actually already supposed to be out. That movie was already supposed to be here, but it got pushed back to June. So, Ben Reilly's going to get his day. And with MCU writing, because, the comic wasn't that popular, like back in the day, like people didn't really know what to think of the whole clone thing, but you bring him in, see what happens. And his ultra rare, there's only 616 of them before they hold some back. It's the second rarest Spider-Man on the entire app. So definitely, right? Gary, how you doing? Congrats from the Bay Area. Thanks so much for popping in. And thanks for the super chat. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you coming around all the time, you guys, and showing up to my live streams and hanging out. Thank you so much. This reminds me that, by the way, we've got to do that comic now. I got to put it in the, I'm putting this one in the marketplace for you guys. I'm going to drop it in there for 2 gems for you. Okay, let's go to my collection. This is the moment you've been waiting for. I got 3 to do for you today. I got 3 specifically to hand out. Now, you guys got to snipe this in the market. So let's see who's got the fast fingers. You guys ready? I'll give you guys just a second, right? But this was the first drop I ever got on Veve. So my 1-year anniversary, I'm going to give it back to you. Now, if we had transfers, I would just transfer it to you. And hopefully one day we get transfers back again so I can, I can transfer you some comics, do some giveaways again. I mean, we've been doing other stuff. Like today we have our Omi to give away to my drop heads. But in here, we're going to do this. So I'm going to floor this at like 2, okay? So let's see, which one will I go for? Let's go for the 28,000 mint first. Okay, I'm going to put this in the app. It's sitting at 741. So, if you flip it, you'll get 5 gems. Okay, so I'm going to sell this for 2. Now, you guys ready, right? You got to be ready in the chat to be able to pick this one up. And Gary, thanks again. I just want to shout you out again. Thanks again. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to throw this in the chat right here. Then let me know which one of you guys actually got this one, okay? So here we go. I'm putting it in there. Get your fingers ready. Fixed price. 2. Hold on a second. My keyboard's not working. Okay. Ready? 2. Okay, you guys ready? I don't know if nobody wants it, that's fine too. You might not want it. It's only Ben Reilly. It's only a first appearance of a Spider-Man that's coming to the MCU. You might not want this crappy comic, right? Anyway, it's in the market. Go after it. See what happens. Let's see who gets it. I'll do 2 more. Someone got it. Who got it? Let me see. Someone got this. I just took a loss on that, guys. Oh, I just took a loss. Oh, man. I can't believe I took a loss. Okay, let's see who got it. Hold on. Okay. Well, we'll check out who got it after. Who got it? Let's stand down in the chat. Who got it? Somebody write. I hope someone in the chat got it, because it could have just been somebody in, like, you know, on the app. Okay, so let us know who got it. I'll do another one in just a minute here. Let's go back to the collection. Let's go back to the comic. Let's just refresh here. So 1 down. We got 2 more to go just for you guys. Oh, Farid got it. You got it, my boy. Thank you so much for that. You got it. There you go. Okay, let's give someone else a chance to get it too. You can go for it again if you want. Obviously, do whatever you guys want. But let's go after it. Let's do another one. Let's do the number 25,000 one. Okay, let's do this one here. Let's sell this one. Like I said, this was the first one I ever got. So on the year anniversary, I'm throwing it back at you. It's drop day number 2 revisited. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? You guys got your fingers ready? Hit refresh pretty quick. It's listed. If you want it, go after it. There you go. Oh, I love it. Super fun. Super fun. Tito, I never looked up my Veve birthday till right now. Right around the corner. November the 3rd. Nicely done. November the 3rd. There we go. Cool. So that's coming up quick. That's coming up quick, Tito. We're all around the same time, right? Hangout is fun with MC. Yeah, hanging out with you guys is fun. This is what it's all about. And somebody bought it. Who got that last Web of Spider-Man? Who got it? You guys let me know in the chat. Tron, I'm also at work, LOL. I'm on Illustrator listening, creating a logo so you can listen. Oh, nice. Are you a graphic designer, Tron Skywalker? That's what I do. That's my job as well, is graphic design. I've ran my own business since 2008. So are you a designer as well? And if you are, what's your business? That's cool, man. That's very cool. Yeah, I like to listen to stuff when I'm creating my work as well. Sometimes it's just music. Sometimes it's the Twitter spaces now and other people's live streams for sure. And one Kenobi, my vault value is only 29K and going down every day, but confident one day it'll 10x from this point. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Like I said, my vault value went under for the first time this month from being in the negative. Okay, it's never been in the negative, but a lot of that, like I said, there's 2 comics that have killed me, right? That I've held because I love them, right? They've killed me. My Amazing Spider-Man 3. I bought it at 13. It's at 5. So that's 800 right there. That's half of my I'm only under 1,600. So that's half of it right there on that one comic. But you know, whatever. And my Amazing Spider-Man 50 is also like around 300 or 400. I bought him around 800 or 900. So those 2 right there make up most of my losses on the app. Everything else is pretty even, Steven, because I've actually bought like all those AF-15s and they're right around the price where I got them still, because I'm looking like a year from now, right? So this is what we do, right? Steven, how you doing? Thanks so much. See you in Anaheim. Yes, we'll see you in Anaheim for sure. Robert, can we get to 50 likes? Yeah, how many likes do we have? You guys smash the like button. It always helps if you want to, only if you're liking what you're seeing. There you go. Superstar money. Happy birthday, MC. Here's to 100 more. I know, right? You guys too. When's your guys' birthday too? I never asked you guys that, you know, but like, when's your birthday too, Superstar? When did you guys come in at the same time? Like, did you guys both join at the same time or did you meet after? How did you, it'd be really interesting. I don't know. Like, how did you guys meet? I know you're both in Toronto and stuff. So, or in Canada. So are you guys like buddies for life or did you meet in the app or how did you guys meet and what did you decide to make your channel? That would be a really cool video to watch from you guys too. Your breakdown about where you guys, you know, how you started this thing and like where you've been going, where you're going to go from here. That'd be really cool to find out. C29 Rome. Thanks for the 411 on Ben. Web of Spider-Man, come to the MCU. Yeah, just grab the floor. Looking forward to the read. There you go. And I got another one for you guys today too. I got one more at the floor for you. And this one is a 4-digit. This one is number 9,013. I'll shoot this one out in just a second for you guys. Holy crap. Thanks, boys. There we go. How do you claim? I think you guys are talking about the comic I just did, right? There you go. Booth. The Asians. Holy shit, bro. I'm half Asian and I'll confirm this issue. I couldn't get an AF-15 for squat. Yeah, well, I didn't get one up in Canada. We'll see, you know. Digital Snowflake. Hey, Mycollectables. Good day to you, sir. Hey, thanks for coming in. Good to see you today. I appreciate that. There we go. Superstar Money, 12-1 for each month. Yeah, for each month of MC. Oh, thanks, you guys. The memberships are great. If you guys got a membership from Superstar Money today, make sure you DM me so I can get you your NFT as well, okay? Twitter or Instagram. Links are in the description of all my vids, and I'll get you your drop head, okay? And if you can't DM me on Twitter, tag me in a comment, and then I'll follow you, because we may not be following each other, because you know, I try to follow everybody that follows me. And sometimes, you know, maybe we're not following each other yet. So just tag me and I'll get that to you. But thanks again, Superstar Money. You guys give a big shout out to them and make sure you're over on their channel subbing, obviously, and donating memberships to other people too, right? Thanks. There you go. There we go. Zion. Hello from France. Bonjour. All the way from France. Thanks for tuning in, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love how this space can bring people together from around the world, especially in the Twitter spaces too, right? Thank you, Superstar Money. There you go, guys. There you go. I want to pick up a taunt, yet at this price, it's hard to ignore. Do you think the NFT market, Veve, can enter into a bull market with the crypto market still in a bear market? Yeah, probably not super likely. We're going to be here for a bit, obviously. Certain ones, though, are going to rise above the rest, which we are seeing. We're seeing certain ones rising above. This is what happens when you add tons of stuff. Certain stuff rises up and maintains, and people kind of go there, right? So what are people, ask yourself, what are people going to during these tougher times? What are the items that they're actually buying? And I know some of it is just new stuff, and then they flip out of it. But some stuff is like pretty solid. I mean, the most solid thing you could probably do is just keep gems. You know, you could just collect gems in the app, right? That's one way to do it for sure. And then nothing goes down, right? Like in Veve, right? So that's an interesting way of doing it too, right? So there we go. Richard, kill Dashy. What does that mean? Kill Dashy. Bruin, Superstar Money in the house. Yeah, I know. Thanks so much. That's awesome. Catwoman versus Wash. Oh yeah, that's my cat vid. That's my cat vid. And one, Rome, I personally don't think we'll see anything like last January again. More slow and steady growth in 2023 if we're lucky. Yeah, I don't think we'll hit all-time highs like that anytime soon, you guys. But even if it's half of all-time highs, that would be incredible again. You know, and the app will continue to go up, I believe, over time. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. We just don't know when. So these are great opportunities, like for a Todd, for example, right? You could just wait too. You can just wait. The thing about some of the scarce items, though, like that Miles Morales secret rare, I mean, you know, that one, like, there's not enough to go around, and there's not enough of it to crash. You know what I mean? Like it's so scarce. So we're going to get more and more scarce stuff. Veve's going to give us more and more scarce stuff for sure, right? Your Veve anniversary is not till July. Well, you'll get there. You'll get there. The Fab Four. Yeah, that was the Dino and Vibes and Rob and I. We had some fun. We'll have more fun again for sure. We're in a bit of a hiatus on the 4 right now, but people are busy. It's all right. Smart Buy, it's because of the latency issue. I checked for my country. Veve server first sends requests to German servers and then to the US. Before me, all goes to the US and the EU. Asia will be last on the list. Interesting. I wonder where Canada fits in on that point, because maybe we're here in North America and maybe we're with the United States. I don't know, but I don't get drops very often up here. I got to tell you that much. The queue system could be important for that reason. Yeah, that is true. The queue system can help. They'll have benefits and downfalls to both systems, right? For sure. There we go. There you go. Scooped one up. There you go, guys. Nicely done. There we go, you guys. It's so nice of you guys. I appreciate that. Pasternak, 3 ultra rare Boba Fett's on drop day. Nice. Then sold all 3 for $4.50 each. Nice. Best market move was selling Secret Rare's Star Wars comic for $13.40 and buying Ultra Rare Vader at $9.50. That is a nice little flip right there. Congrats on that for sure. Anytime, it's an appreciation of my collectibles. You guys are so nice. Damn, you guys. I love it. You guys are watching their vids, right? You know that, right? I mean, you got to watch everything they're doing. You guys are just killing it too. I love it. You're just rising up. I love it. It's the best. It's the best. The biggest bro. All the love for MC. One of the best dudes out there. You guys, you're making me blush here. Come on now. Can't wait till we meet at Decon. Yeah, we'll meet. We'll have some fun. We'll crack some beers. There, Farid got it. Okay, let's do the next comic. Let's do the last one right here. You guys waiting for this one? Let's sell this one. This is number 19, number 9,000. I'm going to sell it for 2. You guys ready for this? You guys ready? We're going to do it. I'm going to listen. Get ready. Get the app open. I'll give you a second. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's going. Somebody get it. Quick. Somebody get it. Go fast. You can do it. Somebody get it. Who got it? Someone got it. I sold. Someone got it. Who got it? Superstar Money are my brothers-in-law, I think. Oh, yeah. Okay. You guys are related. There you go. I'm November 1st. Not sure Rob's birthday, but he's a few weeks later. Yeah, he is married to my sister. Oh, you guys are like related. That's so cool. Nice. Doing it with fam. Like literally family. That's awesome. So November the 1st and a few weeks later. So you guys are quite close to when I joined too. Like we're all pretty close in that November month. That November month onboarded a ton of people, right? A ton of people. There we go. Any thoughts on Veve Collectibles or comics versus OMI for return on investment? Tough to say. I like to stick with the comics and collectibles mostly, although I do have OMI and I will be buying more. And I'm giving OMI away on my channel for my drop heads holders today. 9,000 OMIs going out if you're a holder of a drop head. And, so return on investment, it's tough to say though. I just like the collectibles and comics. I just like them. And I find it really easy to buy and sell them. Whereas OMI is a little bit harder to get into. But I think both are great. I think the key thing is try to have both. And I think you're good to go. I don't know how much you want to do. That's individual, how much you want to allocate to both if you're doing it for investments. But the comics and the collectibles are just fun to me, right? And whereas OMI is like more like if I was just going to buy crypto for an investment, but I do have both. I tell you that much. Cole Reed, there you go. Yeah, the big thanks for the membership. That's cool, you guys. I know it's so awesome, you guys. I'm gonna do that to your guys' channel. You guys, I'm coming in with some memberships. Next time they hold their live stream, you guys. If I'm on the computer, I'm gonna gift some memberships out. So make sure you tune in for sure. Thanks for the comic, MC. Happy Veve birthday. Oh, you got it. Did you just get that one? Did you just get that last one? Nice, Chan. Congrats to you. That's great. That was my first comic ever. So there you go, guys. Yes, very cool you are. I work for a Fox affiliate. Nice. Marketing producer, video audio editor. Started as a graphic designer. My Veve birthday is November 15th. Nice, Tron. That's great. Good fun job. Good work. Good hard work too. Creative people in the app. I love it. Top 5 most undervalued collectibles. I'll have to make a full vid for that. But I tell you, Boba Fett's right up there. Don't even get me started, Charleston. Don't even get me started. You get a few drops, MC. Think about Asia. Yeah. I guess you haven't. I guess you haven't got any. Crazy, right? Jared. Hey, Rob. You guys are saying hi. And One Kenobi. Guys, for those who don't know, the superstar at Superstar Money predicted the golden moments were being discontinued before it was announced. Highly recommend subscribing if you haven't already. This is where we get our alpha info from, by watching all the channels and getting onto the Twitter spaces. This is where we get ideas from people. And this is how you can make your decisions in the app of what you want to do with your money and your collectibles and stuff, is by watching everybody, getting their opinions, and then making your own choices. And Superstar is a great resource. And hopefully my channel is a great resource. There's lots of other people who are great resources. That's what you do. So subscribe, go over, hang out at everybody's thing. It's really fun. Now, you do have a lot of time. It depends on how much time in the day you have. I have time. I can put it on my computer right over here. while I'm doing my work over here, and I can just have them going, but not everybody can do that. So we can always go back and watch, right? So Bruin, you're too slow to snipe. Oh, you're too slow to snipe. DeLorean 2's coming. Let's check it out. We got a DeLorean number 2 coming to the app now on Friday. Let's check this out. Oh, the flying DeLorean, you guys. Where we're going, we don't need roads. That is so cool from Back to the Future 2. There you go. Check it out. It's interactive, you guys. It's interactive. Does that mean that it's flying? This interactive digital collectible drops Friday at 8 p.m. at 8 a.m. Nice. Look at the Back to the Future car. It's got the, what is that up there? It's got the fusion generator, where they throw the bananas and all that stuff in there, and the beer cans up in the top. That's cool. Nicely done. We got a flying one. We'll see what happens. Can you fly it though? Can you fly it? We'll see. That's cool. I love Back to the Future. We'll wait for the Medium article to judge that one for sure, right? Digital Snowflake. I also did a Veve. I also started Veve in November as well. Yeah, there you go. We're close to the November birthday. We got DeLorean drop. There we go. MC, when do you think the bull run will start? I'm running out of money. I don't know, Smart Buy. I did predict Amazing Fantasy next summer at a year being quite high in value as it just gets accumulated. So I don't know about a full-on bull run, but I think we'll get some boosts in December. Personally, I think December will have a bit of a boost because December is a month that people, like to spend and like to get in, and they get money for gifts and stuff. And I think they're going to be dropping some more stuff. And the Marvel marketing has already begun. And so it's going to take time though. It's going to take time, oh, sheet. I need that time machine. You do. You need the time machine for sure. Oh my God. Okay. So that's pretty cool. We got that coming in. That's pretty awesome. I'll look at that for sure. I'm going to go back and look at the original DeLoreans. That's for sure. Let's look really quickly at the original DeLoreans. Let's see where they're sitting at right now. Let's recap on them. Here's Back to the Future right here. Okay. So we got the interactive time machine, 159 only to 169. And in case you don't know the details of this one, there's 12,500. So there's a decent amount, but you can drive this one around, right? That's the one you can drive around. So that's pretty rad. 159 is cheap. 25 gems for the basic DeLorean. Oh my God, I haven't looked at this in a while. Well, there's 25,000 of them. So there you go. So everybody could have a basic DeLorean for 25 gems. That's cool. Park it in the vault. There you go. And then what do we got? The interactive common right here with the doors opening, $18.97. So super cheap. So, 50,000 of these. Yeah, this is back in the day when they dropped hordes of these, but they're thinking way ahead in the future, guys. This drop is for like this amount right here is for way ahead in the future. So that's pretty interesting on the ultra rare. The ultra rare is sitting at 169. Somebody just bought one. Somebody just bought one, you guys. Right? I think it was at 159. So it'll draw some attention to the DeLorean. That's cool, Oh, so what does it say right here? I think only the common you can drive. Oh, okay. Only the common, hey? Interesting. I don't really remember. Like, I've never owned the DeLorean. I personally feel like last year we were the best collectibles. Like, if you could rate the best season, I feel like last year we amount to the best. So far, May to me was a massive month. August was really good too because of Amazing Fantasy. Let's be honest. October's been pretty good so far, guys. We've gotten really, really beautiful stuff in October. I mean, if you look at it, I know the market's down, but if you actually go to the store right here and you look at the collectibles we've gotten this month, okay, there's been, Miles, look at Mysterio. We got another Infinity Stone. We got Daredevil. We got the Bond posters. We got Ultraman. We got the TIE Fighter. Disney stuff. We got Mickey. We got, this is all in the last like little bit here, the Disney lamp and all that, and then the Decon stuff is just before, right? But these are nice. These are really nice drops. We got like the Labyrinth stuff if you're into it, or the mariachi stamps where you can match them up and make some music. It's all good. It's all cool. You think the opposite. In December, you need more money for in real life stuff, presents and celebrations. Yeah, that could be true too. But we did see a nice surge last December, though, in the app where people were at home. Could have been because of COVID too. And, we just seemed to be more on the app and people were buying stuff on the app. They had Christmas drops. It was pretty seasonal. But yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I totally hear you, for sure. How do we join the Discord? So joining the Discord, if you're a member of the channel, which it looks like you are there, right? Then just DM me. I'll send you the link. DM me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll send you the link, and that's it. And Anwin Kenobi, have you gotten your drop head yet? Since you're a member, you got to get your drop head NFT from me. And if you paste your MetaMask wallet to me, I will send it to you. You get a random one, and then you get the Discord link as well. So just do that today, and I'll get you in the thing. I'll get you in the thing for sure. So guys, I got to do something else right here. Speaking of which, I've got to now do my OMI rewards. So my birthday hangout, I appreciate you guys doing that. That's really great. Here are my rewards for the drop heads, the Eco Club. So if you own a drop head with this logo right here called the Eco logo, it's like a Comey, right? The Eco logo. You get entered to win OMI every week. And right here, we got 468 entries. We're doing 9,000 OMI. So we got 468. So I'm going to go to the random generator right here. And this is how it works. There's the market right there, but let's go to random generator. This is how it works. Okay, 468. Let me just reset this actually. We got 4 winners. I do it live. And then whoever wins this, I just transfer them OMI. And it's just for owning a drop head. Simple as that. Simple as that. There we go. Generate number 1. Number 330. Who's that going to be? Okay, number 330. Okay, who do we got? Oh, okay, I got one right here. I'll show you in a second who wins. The more of these drop heads you own, the more chances you have to win. 74. Who's number 74? Okay, number 74 is... Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Another winner right there. I'll tell you them all in just a second. There we go. And who do we got now? Number 106. This is for 2,000 OMI right here. 106. There we go. Another winner. And one last one for 5,000 OMI, number 57. Who's number 57? Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you guys who wins this. And we're doing this all year, guys. This is what it's all about. Okay, so that can be now removed. I'll show you who won, and I'll post this in Discord. And then they'll give me their wallet addresses again, and they'll get the OMI. Simple as that. And that's just for owning a drop head NFT. Now, we got Poppy winning 1,000. We got G Money winning 1,000. We got Eckhart winning 2,000, and we got Painful Monkey winning 5,000. So that's another 9,000. So now we're up to 184,000 OMI. That's been handed out to drop head holders. This is what we do, you guys. So, if you want some free OMI, get a drop head by joining my channel. Simple as that. There we go. So that's good. That's good. There we go. Well, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. I want to really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming to my 1-year Veve birthday live stream. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate everybody that comes out and watches my channel and interacts with me and is in my Discord community. And I appreciate you guys, Superstar Money. Thanks for gifting those memberships out. We'll see you on your channel too. And make sure you go around and you support everybody who's making content. We're all here loving Veve, sharing our ideas, learning from each other. That's what it's about. And the number one thing, like I said, on my list of the best thing that's happened to me this year is just meeting friends. That's the number one thing in my first year with Veve. Not how much money I've made or lost, not how the drops I've gotten, not how many subs I got on my channel or anything like that. It's just about the friends I've made. That's lifelong stuff that you just can't put a dollar value on. So thank you all, and I'll see you guys in my next live stream, and I'll see you in my next video. All right. Take care, you guys. Thanks for coming out.